Good morning, everybody. Coming to you live west of Cadiz, Ohio. We're on 22 again. Good old 22. Colors are starting to turn here in Ohio, which is pretty cool. It was chilly last night. Rolled into the hotel, it was probably in the 40s.
It's 51 degrees here right now. Breezy, but
Yeah.
sunny.
It's definitely breezy.
I saw the moon. The moon's up there.
Yeah, I saw him too.
There's more clouds now than when we first started.
Today's supposed to be cloudy and peaks of sun, so it'll be in and out, I guess.
It was still pretty clear about 30 minutes ago. We're on some of the most scenic sections of U.S. Route 22 between Cadiz and Cambridge.
Yeah, it's neat. Unfortunately, I didn't go live fast enough to see the railroad, but it is what it is.
Oh, was there a railroad?
You pointed it out to me.
Oh, those, I think they were just on display on the hill.
I know, but it was cool looking.
Did I end up taking my jacket and putting it back in the car? Or did you grab it?
Excuse me. I grabbed it. Otherwise, you would have.
I may have left it or may not.
I don't know. I still feel like I got a lack of sleep hangover.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't sleep well?
I slept the best I could with elevating my foot. So
I slept pretty good, I think.
I woke up cold in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I remember that. It's like, yeah, maybe we should turn that ceiling fan off.
Yeah.
The room was pretty warm when we got there, though.
Felt good because it was chilly unloading.
They had this big air freshener thing. When I walked in the room, it really smelled like flowers. And it's like, where is that coming from?
Yeah.
You finally located it.
It was orange scented something. I was like, we're getting rid of that for the night.
It spent the night outside on the step.
It is just headache inducing.
So that cooled off the room, leaving the door open, airing it out.
That's got like a blue thing on top of it.
It's like a water tank on top of a silo, isn't it?
Yeah, it's interesting.
I don't know what that is.
It's kind of what it looks like. Moorfield, we made it. When we first started our trip, we were trying to find old Route 22 and ended up on Route 9 by accident trying to find it, so we had to turn around.
Yeah, that was we were just out of downtown Cadiz. And it looked like either you kind of went to the right, which didn't look so good, or you curved left.
And then there was two options you could go. We went to the left one, we should have gone right.
Yeah. It didn't look promising, but then once we got down the street a little bit, it's like, oh yeah, this looks right.
Yeah.
getting such a late start yesterday, pretty much it was just get settled in and get some sleep, and then sleep in as long as we could this morning. Do a little bit of reorganizing.
A little bit.
But we're definitely on the road earlier than yesterday, so we're trending in the right direction.
And it should be rain-free today. At least that's what the forecast was predicting. Look at the pretty colors starting to turn.
Yeah. I was reading that that was the original end of Route 22. It stopped in Cambridge where it intersected US Route 40. And then a few years later they extended it to Cincinnati.
Oh wow.
But it runs with Route 40 out of Cambridge for a while. And then I think it joins up with what they called the 3C Highway in Ohio.
What's the 3C Highway?
It was between...
I'm guessing Cincinnati, Cambridge.
No, not Cambridge. Columbus.
Ah, that makes sense.
And Cleveland. Route 3 was known as the 3C Highway.
I clearly haven't spent a lot of time looking at the Ohio map today.
Oh, you wouldn't find it on the map.
Maybe not, but I should have realized that those are the three biggest cities. They're C's anyway. They start with C. Go to the lake.
Yeah.
Oh wow, it's a big lake.
It is a big lake.
Wow.
On our left.
Nice rest area for it too. It's an interesting seatbelt sign back there. It says "Buckle up for the family," rather than the typical ones you see in other, Pennsylvania or other places where it says "Buckle up." It's the wall.
I remember this road from the last time we took it.
Anyone lose a glove?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, they had it propped up so that you could see it on the guardrail. It's kind of funny.
Last time we came this way, it was rainy. It was dark coming back the other direction. Couldn't see much of anything.
Yeah, I think it was mostly in the dark.
We ran out of daylight. That happens a lot.
Our channel, we're kind of night owls, we're not early birds. We like to sleep in. But with hotels having checkout at 11, it kind of kicks our butt in gear. Kind of have to make sure you're out by then.
We're going to try to get earlier starts, but not today, not after yesterday. Yeah,
we've had a few stressful few
feeling on that?
Yeah, I felt pretty good on it though, because I did a lot of research before we actually moved them. It's amazing how calm they are. Many people think honeybees just want to sting you, but they only sting you unless, you squeeze them accidentally or you're trying to take their honey.
There are some more aggressive varieties, but these seem to be fairly calm.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't worked up to the way our beekeeper friend is, where he can just go in there with a veil and be okay. I mean, that's going to take time.
I guess he gets used to getting stung.
Yeah. He says his max is 50 a day. Which, to me, that's a lot of stings. I would rather not have that.
So he just crossed a county line. This is our third county now in Ohio.
'24 to Cambridge. Very breezy through here.
Yeah. Brisk. 51 degrees.
Kind of a classic October day, though. We're starting to drink late fall. I remember sometimes when we used to go to Cape Cod, we'd be happy for 50-degree days. Because we'd go at the end of October, which would be rather chilly.
Twisty turny.
Yeah, for sure.
Reminds me a little bit of some places in Connecticut too.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Kind of near Frog Rock.
Yeah. US 44.
Well, this one's a rough one, apparently. 20-mile-an-hour curve. Tippy, tippy, trucky. We had a truck following us earlier today on this road, and they were just going too fast.
There were some last night that I wondered, wow, are they going all the way through this stretch of road? Because eventually you get to Route 70, Interstate 70. It's not a very truck-friendly route. But I guess there's not many alternatives. Sometimes you gotta take roads like this.
Yeah, I guess it depends where they're going. Just crossed a creek.
I saw him coming and I saw the passing zone, so I thought, let's slow down and give him a chance to go by. He's going a little faster than we are.
Yeah, we're trying to enjoy the views, though.
Yeah, something we didn't get as much of yesterday as we would have liked.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna do less night driving.
Today is day 2 on our journey to Hobbs, New Mexico. Headed there to watch the solar eclipse next Saturday. believe it's going to be on Saturday. Time's flying.
I know. That's why I looked up at the moon today. It's like it's getting close to the sun.
Yeah. You ought to get closer and closer as we get closer to the eclipse. Goldfinch Lane.
This area will see a partial eclipse.
Yeah.
Maybe close to half. Well, a lot of the country can see the partial eclipse.
We're going for the best version of the annularity that you can see. I think it's what, 90, is it 98%?
It's close to, I think it's close to 98%. The moon will be a little bit smaller, so it won't completely cover the sun. The moon doesn't have a circular orbit around the Earth, so sometimes it's a little closer, and other times it's farther away.
Yeah.
If it's close enough, it'll be a total eclipse, but here it's a little further, so it'll be a little too small to cover the whole sun. We're in Londonderry now.
Oh, I remember that town on the map.
Yeah. Told me a friend of ours was wondering if we got a new car for the trip.
Yeah, he commented on my post on Facebook when I said we were going to New Mexico. I was the picture with our co-pilots, the Hope and Freedom Bears and Mr. Tiger and myself. He's like, did you guys get a new car? So I got to write back to him saying, no, it's still the old car. So, oldie but goodie.
You know what he's going to say about that, right?
Yeah, he's going to say you need to get a new car.
Yeah. You guys are insane.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's been saying that since, what, 200,000 miles on it? I don't know. Every time we visit, he'd be like, how many miles do you have on it?
Yeah, I remember. He would ask.
Yeah.
The miles kept piling up.
What is this? This trip is like a little over 2,000 each way, and that's assuming, we don't go further to like Carlsbad and, Great Bend?
Big Bend.
Big Bend National Park and such, so. I know some people rent their cars out to get a bigger car for a trip, which is sometimes nice. We almost had to do that.
Yeah. It's barely doable with two of us with all the junk we got.
Well, we have 2 telescopes, all the accessories, and then of course you gotta have your personal items. And of course we like to bring our pillows, some of our pillows for sleeping comfort, because hotel pillows can be very variable and not comfortable. So, and then of course I got some other medical stuff I have to bring. So.
I wasn't expecting as much color on the trees as we're seeing today.
I wasn't either. When I checked Kentucky's weather last night, they actually had a frost warning. So
Yeah.
I'm guessing they've had cooler weather than we have at home. I know the last few days when we were dealing with the bees, it was in the 80s, which was very unseasonable for us for October. Normally it's not that warm. So
Yeah, it was summer-like.
to us, this change in temperature feels very striking because we were frying for days, and now we feel cold.
I know. I remember trying on the bee suit, and it's like, oh, I'm so hot already.
That's the ventilated one we bought, which which was recommended by our beekeeper friend, because he says the non-ventilated ones are even worse because there's no airflow in those, really. It's like wearing almost like leather. So.
Did the job, though.
Yeah. I mean, it worked good for me when I was doing the framing up of the honey into the frames. I didn't get stung when I was wearing my bee gloves. I got stung once wearing my dish gloves when I did the remaining frames because I accidentally squeezed a bee and I didn't see her.
Yeah, and I got stung through cotton work gloves. They'll go through that.
Yeah. But as soon as you pull the stinger out, it feels so much better within like a few minutes or less.
Midnight Acres.
The fencing kind of reminds me of Virginia, horse farms.
Get a nice farm out this way somewhere.
Yeah.
Seems like a nice place.
I wonder where the nearest grocery store is, though. But I guess if you're self-sufficient, growing everything in your garden and raising animals, you might not need to go to the store very often.
I'm guessing you'd head to Cambridge every so often. Starting to see some oil and gas production. Or is that storage? I know we do see.
I'm not sure.
I know further north you can see some oil fields. I don't know if we run into any this far south.
I'm not sure what that was right there. It looked kind of weird.
Ice cream place coming up.
There's a Mennonite church on your left.
Yeah. Antrim. Yeah, I saw another sign back a ways for eggs. Here's the ice cream place.
Oh. The station on 22.
Breakfast, lunch, and ice cream.
I don't really do breakfast much anymore.
Yeah, I don't really have breakfast anymore either.
I kind of just drink OJ in the morning or just
get that sugar rush.
Yeah.
good for the blood sugar there.
Yeah. Well, I don't have any OJ today. Today it was just water and some fruit cup, which I'm sure had enough sugar in it. So.
Horse and buggy sign.
Yeah. It amazes me. We saw a horse and buggy yesterday in Pennsylvania, and it's just the harnessing that they do on the horses is just amazing. Like it's all padded and everything, so it doesn't hurt the horse. It's just really neat.
There was when you look up.
Oh, there's some gas line stuff.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it looks that way. There's stuff up here on the right too. Can't tell what it is though.
It'd be interesting to get a tour of these facilities to find out what they are, what everything is.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Just
No, that's good.
You mentioned the gas. Tractor.
It's a great section of Route 22.
Yeah, it's nice. Super scenic.
Complete with all the sharp curves.
Yeah. It's a big power pole in there.
had a lot of rain through the summer.
Yeah.
It really grew.
Oh, there's a park, Madison Township Community Park.
Is it Guernsey County that we're in right now?
Let me check the map.
I think we're 3 counties in from the border.
Oh, it's Bigfoot country.
Oh yeah?
That's what it says. Trading post. Yeah, it looks like it's Guernsey.
How's that spelled?
Guernsey. I'm guessing we're just in Antrim, right? So we're probably on our way to Winterset.
That could be.
And it looks like there's a park coming up called Salt Fork. There's Salt Fork Lake and a bunch of green.
We're in Madison Township. It tells you on the signs.
Oh, I missed it. There's a lot of cows just free ranging here on the hills, which is kind of cool.
Here you go. We got some passing zone now.
I wonder what the purple flowers are that are along the road sometimes.
Did you see that on the sign?
I did, yeah.
Actually said Madison Township. That's a neat idea. Have a road sign that does that. Tells you the township and the road.
Some places that might be information overload though.
What I was saying was that if you look up Route 22 in Wikipedia, there's a picture of an old mile marker, and it's somewhere along this stretch of road. I think I'm not sure where it is. I'd have to look. I don't remember what town it was near that we could keep an eye out for it. But it was an old stone marker.
Do you know how big it was?
No, it wasn't very big. I would guess maybe 6 inches on a
so
sign.
it's like one of the small.
Yeah, it was pretty small looking. Kind of like some of these metal boxes you see along the poles. Something of that kind of size.
Okay.
So, wow, they made the markers out of stone back then. We've seen some of those at home. We get county line markers.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah. They don't make them out of stone anymore. Although those actually at home look like they're made out of concrete.
Oh, that's really cool. It's a big giant. It's a garden center, and it's called Pot House something, and it was a big giant pot with a scarecrow sitting on top of it.
Traveling the country like they would have done 80, 90 years ago. This would have been the main road for the interstates. Would have been one of the many U.S. highways that were established back in the 1920s.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's this old.
It's probably been upgraded. Roadbed might have been replaced. Looks pretty wide. The early roads were much narrower, I think.
entering Salt Fork region. So maybe it's just like a nature preserve, not a park.
I don't know.
Where's the sign? Let's see what it says. Salt Fork State Park. They have lodge, camping, and watercraft. Oh, big lake that's got a lot of growth in it. Not sure if those are lily pads or something else.
Now in Jefferson Township. I wonder if the county's townships are all named after the founders.
I wonder.
Come on, buddy, you want to pass? Just pass. No, that is a car.
Jurassic Park.
That's good.
Different. It looks pretty dead. So I'm guessing it's not.
The road has a different character now than it did a few miles back.
It's more woody.
It's more highway-like too. Straighter.
True. Less curves. More tailgaters.
Ah, they weren't tailgating.
It just feels that way when you're trying to look at things. More water. This must be Deer. What's it called? Deer Lake. No. Salt Fork Lake. I got the Jurassic stuck in my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, Salt Fork Lake. We just crossed that.
We actually didn't see deer along the road till we got into Ohio last night. Usually we'll see a lot of deer at night in Pennsylvania, but not where we were.
Surprisingly. Saw a few dead ones, but that was it. On 22.
Yeah. What's our next big town after Cambridge?
New Concord, I think.
We run concurrently with US 40. right?
Yeah. And then the next really big town is Zanesville.
Zanesville, yeah. Interesting town. Name. Yeah, 22 used to end in Cambridge at Route 40. The initial routing stopped at Cambridge, and then a few years later they extended it to Cincinnati. Hence why I ran concurrently with US 40, because it was already there. Joined up with the 3C highway.
I remember the last time we went through Ohio, we stopped at this little roadside restaurant, and it had really good burgers and fries.
Oh yeah, that was further north.
I don't remember the name of it though.
The name of the town or the
Either the town or the place. But it was really nice. It was a nice stretch break.
It was out in the country. It wasn't too far west of Youngstown. It was on US 224. We're in Center Township. No founding father name there.
No.
Oh, and there's a town of Center.
I was thinking of taking a quick break to put my jacket on and use the bathroom.
Maybe Cambridge?
Yeah. Trying to check to see. I know there's BP.
There's the Route 22 Cafe here on the right.
It doesn't look like it's open.
I like that sign.
Yeah, there's BP coming up on the right, supposedly. In a little bit. I'm just cold. I wore shorts today. I shouldn't have worn shorts. Felt nice out in the sun outside, so I was like, shorts will feel good.
Yeah, and
But in the car, I'm cold.
that was, the sun didn't last.
Yeah.
It was a nice sunny day when we started.
And the wind is brisk,
Yeah.
so that makes it colder.
And even though the wind was pretty brisk, with the sun, it was offsetting that. And the roads come back to its twisty, windy character here.
Yeah.
Cambridge Township. A lot of leaves come off that trail already.
I think the wind must have ripped them off. That's my guess. You know?
Interstate 77 coming up.
Marietta, 48. Want to try this BP up
Sure.
here?
Don't look like much.
Yeah, maybe not. Guess we could try the next one. Next one might be better.
All right.
Looks kind of tiny.
All right, I'll turn around.
I didn't realize it was like a hole in the wall kind of place.
It's not a Sheets.
No.
We'll miss those when we get out of range.
Their parking lot looks really bombed out too. Craters everywhere.
Well, it's not far to Cambridge. 2 miles. So our Route 22 West, coming into Cambridge, Ohio.
So we run into 209 in town too.
209.
Yeah, we'll be running together with us for a little bit.
That must be a state highway.
Yeah.
Since the U.S. route doesn't come this far. Oh, those number one issues are different. The one I saw was protect parents' rights, because I just saw another one.
Welcome to Cambridge.
Because there's another variant of that says protect children.
Both are good things.
Have you found a route you want to take?
I don't know if what's gonna work or what's not gonna work. There's a Marathon gas station on the way that might work. It's 1.4 miles down the road, supposedly on the right.
Do you remember any of this from the last time we came through?
sure.
Me neither.
It's not looking familiar at first glance, but
City Park to the right. City Park could be an option.
I don't know. Sometimes that stuff is seasonal.
Well, here we are, Route 40. This was the original end of Route 22. So now we're on 40 and 22.
Looks like they're building a new gas station.
How can you tell?
Looks that way with the pumps.
Oh, are there?
Well, it's got the stands
Oh,
for it.
yeah, I guess so. The overhang. Here's Junction 209.
That's
40 and 22.
Hey, there's a Dollar General store. Like the old style type. I doubt it's anything's $1 though.
Yeah, it's a shame what the politicians have done to the money. The dollar doesn't go very far. All right, so 22 and 40 crossover.
Yeah.
I remember this. Remember this bridge?
Do you? Oh,
Yeah.
there's a railroad.
Pretty sure.
Goes
Yeah.
over a railroad apparently. So the gas station's up here on the right. Sloppy Joes and fries. So we turn right here. And then right again. Not sure exactly where you park in this place. I guess you park right there maybe. Alright, I'm gonna go.
It says no restroom.
No?
That's what it says on the sign.
Oh, they have the whole face mask required stuff? Yeah, we're not stopping here.
Is that still a thing?
I didn't think that was still a thing, but
Or we just never bothered taking the signs down?
I don't know. We'll just go to Zanesville, I guess. Take 3, I guess. I guess the park would have been the better option.
And go back to the park?
Nah, I just can't reach my jacket. Oh well, I'll just live with it. Onward. I thought Cambridge had more stuff in it, to be honest.
You'll have to move your pillow if you want me to back the car up.
It's out of the way.
Oh, it might. We haven't explored it.
No, I looked at the map. There's just not a lot of places. I was surprised. I thought there was more stuff.
You would think Ohio's more civilized, huh?
Oh, I don't know.
It's got a more Midwestern feel, doesn't it?
I've never been out to the Midwest, so I don't know.
No, like it was when you got west of Youngstown, you know, just it started to feel different, more rural.
Yeah. I'm just regretting all the water I drank for breakfast. That's all. That's the only thing.
Oh, could have tried a couple of state parks along the way.
Didn't have to go then, no.
I'm really surprised at the colors, though. I didn't expect to see a lot of fall colors through here.
Yeah, I didn't either. Zanesville 23.
Here's a Sunoco.
Yeah, I don't know if they have anything. Try it. Look it up on Gas Buddy.
Yeah, he actually had a stop sign.
He just blew through that then. I don't think he stopped for it. I like how it doesn't want to re-update my location.
Well, you can always check the hundreds of signs that are on the door before you go in.
You know, like I never read any of that stuff because
I know, it's just eye clutter.
Yeah.
All the signage.
Well, I'll try it. Worst case, I'll just get my jacket.
Yeah. Gets a bit chilly in the car. And we can't bake ourselves in to bake our equipment. Alright, I'm going to take a short stretch too. Good to get up and out of the car. Now, we're not sponsored by Blue Rhino. You might think so, right? So let's take a look at the map while we're waiting. Guernsey County is where we are now. Cambridge. Crossed into Ohio in Steubenville in Jefferson County. We drove through Harrison, and now we're in Guernsey County, following Route 22 going west, kind of southwest. So it looks like Zanesville's our next big town.
Yeah, we might do a detour off the interstate. Yeah, apparently Ohio has a problem with people trashing bathrooms, which is why the gas stations don't have any bathrooms.
No kidding.
Yep. Yep.
So you got the inside story on it.
Yep. That's why all these places don't have anything. Like, they have them, but they have them all locked up.
So no luck here.
No.
Well, there is the Sheets in Zanesville.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Go there.
All right.
Because there's no other...
Well, what's up
I
with you?
didn't realize people
What's up
in
with the
Ohio.
folks in Ohio?
Yeah.
Trashing bathrooms. Well, we see that at home too. Seems to be universal.
I don't get why people trash them though. Like, you would think you'd be grateful. But what do I know? There is one supposedly in Cambridge. Where the heck is it though?
Now I have to. How you get out of this place? It's a mess.
Probably the way you came in. Is my guess. You're getting really close to the wall.
Yeah. I can't turn around. There's not enough room. I just have to loop around.
Oh, I guess that guy was blocking the
I don't know what he's up to. He's actually getting me annoyed. I mean, the guy with the boat managed to figure it out.
Well, the guy was blocking the exit, apparently. Oh. It's still tick season, according to the animal clinic.
So I think we have a stretch here of 4-lane 22 and 40.
Yeah, it's a shame. She said it's the whole entire state. So they're all working in cahoots.
So what do people do?
I don't know. I asked her, she said just go, you'll have to go along the interstate. You won't find anything in the local towns. It's like the apps will say we have bathrooms, but we've closed them all.
Wow. What if they closed them during the so-called pandemic? And then they stayed closed.
She didn't say anything about that. She just says people are trashing them too much. So, I can't blame them, you know, if you don't have, who wants to deal with that nonsense?
No. You provided it's a courtesy, and then people just trash it. So it's like, well, you do without. Well, the other option is to stop for some food too. Historic National Road. That's what that sign said. not something you would expect to see naturally. It almost looks like it's painted up there and fixed.
Hey Steve, how's it going? Yeah, making progress. Slow but steady.
Yeah.
One state at a time.
With emphasis on slow.
Yeah.
375 miles so far.
Since yesterday.
Since the beginning, yeah. Still on Route 22 going west. And US 40. They run together here. Heading towards Zanesville, the last sheets in the world.
Yep. Steve says that it's a clouds, it's a matrix. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Very true.
I remember. Yeah, it was hardly any clouds when we first started, and that wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, it was an hour and 40 minutes ago.
And they just kind of snuck in on us. Less glare, though.
I'll take the less glare, to be honest.
Although it's pretty bright. It's still pretty bright out.
Says we miss you guys are being around, but looks like you're been keeping busy. Yeah, it's been chaotic. We were sick both of us were sick together. I guess if you add the end to end, about a month and a half, and then the bees and the roof were our project and preparing for our trip. We hope to try to do some door knocking when we get back. That's the plan.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think we could try to hit it pretty hard when we get home. There won't be a lot of time left.
Yeah. And then we'll have to cover a few conditional use hearings for the solar project when we get back, assuming we get back in time for that stuff, so. That'll be some work to process that, because the audio tends to not be very good for that type of stuff. I don't usually have a good mic setup, so it ends up being a pain. And if you have a lot of people speaking, you gotta tweak everybody's audio separately.
This road is really quiet. I guess everybody's over on Interstate 70, which is nearby.
I don't mind it. It's nice.
Oh, we're coming into some town. We're running out of highway.
Might be New Concord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New County, too. Another one I can't pronounce.
It's Muskingum. I don't know. I could be butchering that. Muskingum. Muskingum. Something like that. Steve says we've been hitting the town pretty hard. Someone in town even has Charlie Brown signs up.
Oh, really?
Wow. That's crazy.
Well, then maybe they'll write them in.
Yeah, maybe.
That'll divert
That would
some
be
votes.
funny. That would be funny.
I've seen that happen in other areas.
Yeah, we saw that with the, I think it was the Tilden Township supervisor race, where, because the mailers got messed up, that people got the wrong names. So like people wrote in candidates because they got the wrong mailer. Like the information on the mailer was wrong.
Yeah, I'd see it in random townships that other candidates were written in.
Yeah.
Because the poll cards were screwed up.
I feel bad for our friend Tammy who was running. I think the mailers hadn't gotten screwed up. She might have won.
Yeah, it was less than 10 votes.
Every vote matters.
It really does on that scale. We saw some good signage out here earlier. Number 1 issue, parental rights, and then there was another one very similar, protecting children, I think is what it said, along the bottom.
Yeah.
First one I saw was in Cadiz, and then I saw some along this highway further east.
Steve's like, oh man, poor Tammy. I know, right? It's a shame to lose by so few votes like that. It sucks. Last we heard about the mailer situation is they're still trying to find out what's going on with the printer and why how it got messed up. Because it looks like we submitted the right stuff. Steve says the left thinks they're for parental rights.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't quite understand how that works.
You would think everybody would be for parental rights, though. If you really, truly cared.
Do they actually believe what they're saying?
Probably.
Because what they really are believing in, from what I see, is collectivism. They don't want parents to have any control. They basically consider parents to be ignorant fools that can't educate their own kids.
Is he gonna stand his lane?
I don't know.
Okay.
And it got a guy crossing the street.
Yeah, it's just like, oh man.
I guess that's what you do.
I guess they don't let you pull out normally.
Good thing all the other highway traffic is on Interstate 70. Just lonely Route 22 and 40.
Here's an old bridge. That's cool. Steve asked if we've watched the video yet and what are our thoughts about it. I've watched the first few minutes, but we haven't actually watched it yet. That's actually one of the things on our agenda to watch at the hotel, is to try to watch it.
Yeah, sadly, it's just been too crazy. I mean, I saw you were showing some parts of it, and from what I could tell, from what you showed me, it looked pretty good.
Yeah, I guess my only initial complaint looking at it, just as someone who does video, is I was kind of disappointed the video quality wasn't higher, but I don't know what they used to process it, because I know I gave all the videos that I used for, like, that I gave to them to put into the video were 1080, and I think the resolution is way less than that, which is kind of a bummer.
Yeah, was that up on Rumble?
Yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't a higher video quality option. I don't know if it's available now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so.
But that was kind of surprising that it wasn't at least 720.
Yeah, it looked really low res to me, which was a little bit disappointing,
But it is documentary, but still, people expect that kind of resolution today.
I guess I expected it to be better because we spent so much on it that I would have thought they could have done better than that. Oh, look, there's an old mail pouch.
Oh,
old
yeah.
Mail pouch barn.
That is a classic.
I was hoping we get to see one. Steve's like, yep, they definitely want control, and yeah, that is a bummer. Yeah, I mean, the first few minutes I saw looked good, so.
The narration sounded good, but no, we gotta sit down and watch it.
I heard the book stuff was in the beginning, which I don't know if that's good or bad. Might have been better to do it at the end in case people didn't want to see that, but it's hard to keep people's attention, so I get why they put it at the beginning.
Was there some criticism that the whole thing was just too long?
Yeah, apparently it used to be longer and they cut it shorter. I guess it's maybe like 40 minutes or something.
I don't know how you go into such in-depth on a subject without it being long.
I think it's impossible. It's just people that have short attention spans. It's like either you're gonna be committed to watch it or you're not.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say. When you're involved in it, you don't think that it's too long, but then, present it to an outsider, get an opinion. Could be different.
I love our candidate videos, though. They did a really good job with that.
Yeah, and I thought there was some feedback but that they were too long, but
they were really good. I liked them.
From my perspective as a voter, that's great stuff. Like, really? I got this 10-minute piece on a candidate that I consider voting for. Usually I can't find any information about an election like that. That there's hardly anything out there that I can find. So to come across something like that where you've got the candidate talking for 5-10 minutes is great.
You know what's interesting is I actually didn't get the video from our group. I no longer can get signal to work on my phone, so I don't get any of the messages anymore. The only way I got it was from our neighborhood group, from Diana.
Oh, she shared it?
That was the only way I got the link. From the Greenwich area voter network.
We need to reach the other audience, the opposition audience really is what needs to see it.
Yeah, it looks like it's about 46 minutes long. Steve says he had a Republican in town got upset because he got the text message. Yeah, some people, that's just the way it goes. He agrees with us that the candidate videos were a good length. Yeah, they did a really good job with that. Like Scott said, for us, we like to find the information and just, hear what the candidates have to say themselves and then make our decisions.
I think one of the problems we have today is that we don't spend enough time learning about stuff. We only get little sound bites and we don't really know what's going on with a lot of stuff unless you spend the time.
Yeah, and sound bites can be taken out of context, as we all know.
But it is a problem that a lot of people are just not into the details.
Yeah.
Hence why we plant yard signs, right?
Yep. You just hope you don't get any yard signs thieves. Or people trying to run them over. Like our solar sign against the solar farm, someone tried to run over our solar sign. So we moved it closer to the actual metal sign. So if they try it this time, they'll hit the sign.
Yeah, that way they can sideswipe the speed limit sign. That'll be a good one.
Yeah. So hopefully it's safe there now.
Miles to Columbus that way. We'll be heading south of Columbus.
Yeah. Steve says the opposition has plenty of their signs out in town. Yeah, I'm not surprised. That reminds me, I need to call that gentleman that has Dan's sign so he can put it back out. Yesterday was officially the first day of the month where you can start putting them out in public places again.
I thought it was actually allowed earlier because of mail-in voting.
Yeah, they let you put it on your private property earlier.
Oh.
But now you can put them in public places. I think it's 1 month before the election and it's on November 7th, so today's the 8th, so yesterday would have been the first day. Steve says they have to focus on the seats in town. Yeah, they do. Those are going to be tough ones. I hope you can pull it off.
much division that it seems like the other side isn't even really willing to listen.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to break through that barrier. The propaganda has been so effective from the mainstream media.
Yeah, miracles can definitely happen for sure.
I think more people have woken up, but I don't know how many.
I think our friend Lois said that it takes like 3 to 5 times for you to hear a name or see something for you to register someone's running for office. So that way when they go into the ballot box, if they don't do any research, they're more likely to remember your name. And that could be whether it's a yard sign, you know, getting something in the mail, a text message. Now, obviously, there's pros and cons for each method. I mean, text messages are pretty cheap, so that's nice. But you know, you'll get those people that get upset that you texted them. Like,
it is annoying to get those things.
I mean, I just got one the other day, a political message, but it is what it is. Their emotions are more important. We have more mailers going out. Oh, cool. Yeah, a lot of people let their emotions run themselves.
Well, some people are more emotional based. You have to try to appeal at that level.
It's a lot harder, I feel, though. Because if they're experiencing what you would consider the wrong emotion, it's hard to break through that. You know? I mean, for example, like look at the books. We want parental consent to sign them out. They think that's crazy, you know?
There's options here.
I guess we can try.
Or we can go to the sheets, which is a little further.
Try the sheets, I guess. Get food sheets.
Yeah, somehow this is book banning, right? Because you don't want certain types of content, mature content in schools. That's book banning somehow. Well, yeah, I guess I guess it is, right?
You're not banning the books. You're just making.
I don't think they had adult magazines in the school library when I went to school.
No, definitely not.
Is that really? This is all part of a bigger problem, I think, of the loss of morality in society. Everything has become relativism. There's no absolutes because people they don't want to they don't believe in Christianity like they used to, so they don't think they should be following what the Bible says.
They don't know right from wrong. They just don't have moral grounding.
They throw the religion out, but with that they're throwing morality out too. Everything becomes relative, so there's no absolute right or wrong anymore. So anything goes.
They're just pushing the boundaries on everything.
Essentially, it's kind of like having like liquid contained, and then the container melts down or something, and it all flows all over the place. There's no boundary now. So where does it flow to? How far does it go? How far does the envelope go before anything goes?
To me, that's equivalent to like the boiling frog analogy. Like, how long do you boil a frog until the frog realizes it's being boiled? You know, it's like, when do you stand up and say that's not okay?
And you see that with crime too. Like, okay, where's the boundary on committing crime? What's okay or not okay?
Yeah. made in California, they can steal several $100s and get away with it. So what do? They steal several $100s worth of stuff, and they get away with it. Crazy. Steve says he has to go to do some projects, but he'll be back and checking in when he can. Sounds good, Steve. Good luck with your projects.
Our project is to drive.
Yeah.
And drive and drive and drive. US 40 and 22 West.
Yeah, probably what we'll do is get some food, take a break, get some food, and then do some more. Oh, there's a tower on the left. It's red and white.
Yeah?
It's a smaller tower.
The orange paint tends to fade to red. It's not supposed to be red.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When it looks red like that, it's actually out of spec.
Oh. Is that you need to hire a painter to paint the tower?
Yeah. Called aviation orange.
Interesting.
But it bleaches out to red. So that's when you know you should be painting your tower. Now, if you can think about it, in your memory, that when the tower at Princeton got painted.
Yeah, I do remember it was more orange.
It was pretty orange looking, right?
Yeah.
That's why a lot of them go to the strobe lights now. You don't have to paint the tower if you're using the strobes.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have a daytime strobe light, then you don't have to paint the tower. But nighttime strobes are kind of obnoxious.
They're blinding.
The FAA doesn't allow them in certain areas if they're close to too many residents. I think that policy still is too liberal. I think the strobes are obnoxious, especially at night. They do directionalize them some so that they don't affect people at ground level so much.
I wonder how the airplane pilots feel about them. Like if they feel like they're too bright from their perspective.
I'm gonna guess no. I'm gonna guess that they figured that out in terms of how much illumination they needed. Yeah, a lot of these little gas stations are just hole-in-the-wall buildings.
Yeah, they're tiny. Well, worst case, there's always Convoy coffee.
Well, the gas prices are definitely a lot cheaper here than in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Less taxes. Zanesville self-storage. We must be in Zanesville now.
Yeah, I guess I missed the sign. Schools should listen to parents, not politicians. This billboard.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We have to catch that one on the replay. Your do it center. Do it yourself. I guess that's their version of hardware store, I'm guessing.
be splitting off of Route 40 soon. 22 goes more southerly.
Oh, there's the Zanesville sign right there. So I guess we were in the outskirts.
Yeah. I think we're officially entering it now. Route 40 is also known as National Pike. It is one of the coast-to-coast U.S. highways. Big water tank.
Oh wow, they do. The stone arch is cool too. Tropical looking trees. That is a bump, that's for sure.
Boy, their roof is in bad shape.
Yeah.
Not as bad as my barn roof, but pretty bad.
Look, speaking of roofs, the one up here is like multicolored.
West left. Really?
So it says. You want 40?
You know, I'm not sure actually.
I think you might. I'm trying to load it though.
I think I might. I know 22 is going to go south of 40, but I don't know what they would turn separately.
I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure out where the sheet is.
Yeah, we're good.
Do they go together?
Yeah, they're going to go together a little bit. They split somewhat soon.
Oh, 40 splits here.
Not yet. Actually, they just didn't have the signage for 22 there.
Huh, weird.
They left us poor Route 22 off the list.
Oh, someone stole it.
The roads do split soon.
Crystal says, hi from Kentucky. Hi, Crystal. We're gonna end up in Kentucky today at some point. I'm going for Georgetown, Kentucky for our end point. Right now we're currently in Zanesville, Ohio.
Oh, they didn't even tell us to turn there.
Oh, you can't turn there. It's one way.
I saw the sign for 22. So we're gonna have to go back 2 blocks.
Okay. I didn't see its sign either. It's like some of the 22 signs are missing.
Yeah. I think we need to go over that bridge.
Maybe turn left here?
Yeah.
It might go through, maybe.
And up to the next light.
Yep.
22 Probably could have gone through downtown, but I don't have the map for the details on that.
That's a lot of sculptures on the right. It's a studio and museum for sculptures. They're all along the sidewalk. Takes a lot of time to make a sculpture that size, that's for sure. They're like 5 feet tall.
Oh, they're all the way down the street.
I know. Too bad it's a one-way street. Otherwise, I'd say go down it. But
You can go around the block. I'll leave that up to you.
you could try. I don't know if there's a turn to get down there, though. Just kind of neat.
Yeah, I don't know if we can get
You
back
could try
there.
it here. Just to go right. Yeah, looks like it lets you go right. So we'll have to just go around the block again.
All right. You want to do it?
Yeah, let's do it. It just looked really neat.
It
Seeing
did.
all the sculptures. It's different. So they're gonna be up here on the right on the sidewalk. So the first one looks like a donkey, a sheep with a penguin on it, another sheep. Looks like we got multiple sheep, a bear, and then looks like a soldier marching,
Yeah.
and a soldier kneeling.
Pretty neat stuff.
Yeah, just looked really cool. Big eagle head.
I don't think we're the only ones doing this.
No, I just saw it and I was just like, wow, that's like really cool. Memorial one, a horse. Golfer. An athlete with medals. Man reading. Man shooting. Another athlete, football player. A poodle. Another horse and some kind of vase. It says Zanesville on it. 2010 this one was made.
All right.
That was really cool. That was worth it.
Yeah.
There's a whole ton inside. It's a museum, so it's called, what is it called? Cottrell Sculpture Studio Museum. Neat. Really neat. That's funny, we were just talking like a few minutes ago about getting like political text messages, and I just got one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I'm gonna look up that museum later because that's cool.
In Zanesville, Ohio.
Huh. Interesting. Got the name wrong.
Yeah, so it's going to be a little while before we get to Kentucky.
Yeah. The good news is we got plenty of daylight and it's not raining, so.
I guess the way I look at it is yesterday we were still home getting ready at this hour, so we're doing better.
Yeah. It's 22 and Ohio 93. Oh, it's a canal.
Looks like a lake. It looks like a river, actually.
Yeah, but you missed the canal.
Oh,
First
was
part
it?
was
I know.
canal.
Yeah, so what river is it? Oh, please don't. I was hoping you wouldn't say that.
I'm just joking with you.
Oh, thank goodness.
It's the Muskingum River. How are
Is
you
that the name of the county?
There, Muskingum. That's also the name of the avenue that we're crossing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all appropriate, isn't it?
I just can't pronounce it properly.
Yeah, I don't know how you say it.
I like some of the old architecture for some of the older buildings. It's really neat. The old brickwork. We got to see a mail pouch more. Those are getting harder and harder to find. Hey, Statue of Liberty at the Putnam Tavern.
Yeah, the only other time we came through Zanesville was in the dark. Couldn't really see much. We're just trying to figure out where the road goes.
Which, as you can see, it's a little difficult when the road signs are missing when you're trying to do it navigation free.
Well, I do remember from the map that 22 turned south out of downtown. So I knew it was going to come up somewhere. That's why I looked down the street, just in case. Sure enough, there was no sign to tell us to turn. Center Pier ahead.
That's different. Oh, I wonder if it's one of these it's an older railroad bridge that has a center pier apparently.
Center Pier, keep right. Oh,
wow.
Look at this.
That's neat. You definitely don't want to hit that with your car.
Looks like I'm towing somebody with us.
Yeah, they're all in a hurry.
Almost there. I can tell. I'll probably get gas when we stop there. Might as well.
Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll end the stream for now and then come back later. So that way we can get some food. I don't really like to stream while I'm eating. And I'm sure you guys don't like listening to me eating either.
No. We've done that. We've
done it.
About that.
And it's not fun, but we'll definitely be back later for sure.
Because we kind of doubt that somebody wants to ride the whole way. It's a long ride.
Yeah, but we got snacks. We'll be getting some lunch or brunch because we don't do breakfast. There's honeybees on the wall. It's the Bee Clean Car Wash. They actually have funny, cute little bees on the wall.
You need a big, colorful sticker for the hive
Yeah.
to help the bees navigate.
That's what they recommend. Put some kind of shape on there that they recognize.
That way, when we keep moving it on them, they know where it is.
Yeah, I saw one where they had their hives painted green and they put a big red ladybug on it.
Yeah, I think I saw that photo.
And if you have multiple hives, you're supposed to do different shapes and colors, so that way they know where they are. Because they go out and do the orientation flights. They go up, down, left, right, and then they go around in a circle to figure out where they are before they go off to look for nectar and pollen. So Sheetz is offering gas for $3.21. Not bad. Way better than what we paid yesterday in Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah.
What was it?
I have to look it up.
$3.70 something. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm going to start here,
Yeah, that's fine.
and then I'll just pull out.
All right. Well, we're gonna sign off for now in Zanesville, Ohio, and we'll go live a little bit later and give you guys an update where we are, definitely before we enter Kentucky. So we'll talk to you later.